like it says like food is one of the biggest problems, and then like water. I mean, I think we could figure out the water because we can utilize like the water vapor from the transpiration, and we can also filter the urine in order to make it into drinkable water. So I don't think water is going to be that hard. We'll figure something out with water. But then oxygen, like they already have like a method that they use in space. But like you just researched, it's only like is it like a month?
2 weeks, like a month.
So the thing is basically, like I think we need to figure out how exactly that system works.
Yes.
And if it calls for like recycling of the the nitrogen and the oxygen and stuff, then I think we should be okay. We'll be able to use that. Okay, so what we've made so far is we made this little contraption that it pulls up the flour with these for whatever. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin it around in circles and then have a vacuum in the middle. And we're also gonna put this cape down because what's gonna happen is, of course, it's going to stick to the sides, but we're thinking that maybe the vacuum might pull it in, and if that is, then we have to fix some errors with it. So yeah, that's what we have so far. So we're going to show you an experiment we're performing. Okay, let's see. I think it'll do it. It'll work.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, did it see any of that?
So, as you can see, none of the cape or the flour is going into the vacuum, which is actually pretty, which is actually so much for centrifugal pressure.
Wait, maybe we have like a little container.
Will it work? Yeah. Oh my god!
Hi, so this is our final idea.
Regarding oxygen and a little bit of water.
So starting from the very beginning, we plan to have this little chamber containing plants and soil and all the things you need to grow plants, and it'll be spinning, which creates centripetal force, and that ensures that the plants and all the soil stay. It simulates gravity, so that ensures that the plants stick to the sides of the circle. And what centripetal force also does is it forces the gases to the center, because if you think about it, here on Earth, the gases we want to float up into the sky, and so this is like folding it, and this would be sky, but in terms of this circle. And we plan to have. Oh, and we also plan to have a little sieve, a little bubble-like sieve over the chamber. That would ensure that
no floating like objects, like random books that you're reading, like that they float out into the and get stuck in the whole entire thing, which will completely mess everything up.
Also microparticles like dust or human hair, which doesn't fall to the ground in space because of the microgravity. That ensures that the water stays pure inside here,
and also so that the CO2 that the astronauts breathe out can reach the plants.
Yes. And we are also planning to have a vacuum right in the center where all of these gases are concentrated, and that will lead to.
So basically what happens is the vacuum will pull in all of the water vapor and the oxygen that are released from the plants during cellular respiration and photosynthesis, and then that will go into this little compartment, which will be at dew point depending on what the temperature of the room is. Dew point is basically when the water vapor condenses into water, liquid water. So then once that condenses into liquid water, then what will happen is we'll have another vacuum, and that vacuum will pull everything into this other spinning contraption. And because the gravity will be created again, the water will float to all the sides of the circle, and the water will be concentrated here, while the oxygen, as the gas we just said, floats in the middle. The oxygen will float to the middle, and what we'll have is from the side of the spinning thing, we'll have this little tube that leads out into this other place where all of the water will just rush into because of the gravity that's being made. And as for the oxygen will have another vacuum pulling the oxygen out from the middle into honestly just into open air where it'll be like in this shape that allows for it to move in all directions, and we'll have a fan that's fanning it all over the room. And most likely around the room we'll have fans that are able to circulate oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the room. Yep. Yay!
Apparently there's like a different fuel source that you can use instead of pure hydrogen, and it comes in liquid methanol. And what happens when you use that as a fuel source is it also releases, instead of just water and heat, which is when you use pure hydrogen, it also releases a little bit of carbon dioxide, which might be able to, what we might be able to use for plants. Okay. But it's starting to say that, because it might not be the same thing as an alkaline fuel cell, like when they use a liquid,
Okay, so we need to first put it up over there.
We're gonna make a model.
Like so you can see the area. Okay. So first we need to screw this in. I don't think we need to talk to it. Like, okay. Ta-da! And it spins. So basically what it is, it's like, this is the walkway that like it doesn't move. And then up here are the plants, like if you can see there's like grass. So then basically what happens is, because the centrifugal force allows it to, stick on the ends, that's basically what happens. And then clicking for help assistance. The ship. So what I'm thinking is, we'll definitely use this box. We're going to make like 2 floors. So we'll have 2 floors. Oops. 2 floors, right? I think our little water filtration system should be up here. Maybe like on the ceiling? Does that work? I think because... You mean like the dehumidifier? No, not the dehumidifier, like the actual eclipse, which is like the actual filtration system. Okay, so like up here. Here's the model for the spaceship. Here it is. Up here there is the urinary and the condensate filtration system. Here is a dehumidifier and another one up here, and they both have pipes that lead to a central bucket kind of thing that collects all the water from the moisture from the air. At the plant room, you walk through here and you come in, and of course it's spinning, and these tubes are the ones that take the hot water vapor and stuff and release, the oxygen and release it. The blood will flow to our brains, and we will think, and we'll think of a solution. No! Yes, we will.
I am so frustrated. Ah! I'm so frustrated. I hate my life.
So I'm bored. No, I'm not bored. I'm actually really busy. I don't want to. You know what, Miss Susan? Because of this project, I'm going to work on this until like 10:30 with Hannah, and then I have to do the YouTube video, and we have to work on the website. So basically, and then I also have to study for vocab and a history project and a math project. So basically, I'm going to stay up all night because of this biology project. I think I also have to work on my French. Oh, the French kid!
Oh my god!
No!